readers, I want to share a quote with you from Mac Barnett saying that children's books must be as varied as the lives of the children who read them. When children cannot find their experiences and emotions, even and especially their fear, jealousy, sadness, and anger reflected in the stories they read, two things can happen, both bad. Kids may abandon reading and seek out art and media that better reflect their lives. Or, instead of deciding that there is something wrong with books, children may decide that there must be something wrong with themselves and become ashamed of the very human feeling which adults have excluded from their literature. Barnett is currently serving as the National Ambassador for Young People's Literature, an appointment through the Library of Congress, and Every Child a Reader. And the statement I read comes from page 9 of Barnett's collection of essays, Make Believe, on telling stories to children. And with this video, I really want to talk about that statement by Barnett that children's books must be as varied as the lives of the children who read them. Children live in a world and a society that's increasingly diverse. And as a librarian and as a student of librarianship, I often speak and write about the need for diverse representation in books because this is a core value for me, both personally and professionally. I often refer to a quote by Christine Dorr and Liz Deskins, authors of LGBTQAI+ books for children and teens. They argue that all children should be exposed to stories that feature LGBTQIA+ characters. Doing so isn't about exposing children to details of sexual practices. Rather, it's about understanding, empathy, acceptance, and respecting basic human rights. And that's just one example. There are so many facets that can make up a person's diversity, that can make up the ever more complex world that we live in. But this value, children's access to books that feature diverse viewpoints, is increasingly under attack. Arlene Laverde and Jennifer Sturge, writing for Knowledge Quest and the American Association of School Librarians, cited a finding by the American Library Association's Office for Intellectual Freedom that since 2021, book challenges have risen to record levels. In 2025 alone, 4,235 unique titles were the subject of challenges. Laverde and Sturge were responding to another statement by Barnett, for which he later apologized, in which Barnett referred to the percentage of children's books that he considered to be crud. And the crucial message of Laverde and Sturge's rebuttal was, don't do the censors' work for them. Don't hand them a ready-made weapon with which to come after books. So here is a direct quote from Laverde and Sturge. The books pulled from shelves first are disproportionately those by authors of color and LGBTQIA+ authors, the very voices that have been working hardest to ensure that all children can see themselves in the books they read. One of the bills I'm closely following is H.R. 7661, which proposes to amend the Elementary and Secondary Education Act of 1965 to prohibit the use of funds provided through that act to develop, implement, facilitate, host, or promote any program or activity for, or to provide or promote literature or other materials to children under the age of 18 that includes sexually oriented materials. And its definition of sexually oriented material includes any mention of gender dysphoria or trans identity. And I'm concerned that this legislation could lead to what would amount to a nationwide book ban through pressuring schools to remove books that represent diverse experiences from their libraries and their classrooms to avoid the loss of federal funding. And so one of the ways that I'm responding to this bill is through speaking up, urging elected representatives to vote no on H.R. 7661 and to vote no on any other bills that would seek to restrict whose perspectives and stories children are allowed to have access to. But teachers and librarians, we have a responsibility too, and that's not to comply in advance with resolutions like H.R. 7661. We need all of our courage now. For as long as we are able to, we need to keep diverse books in our libraries, in our classrooms, where they will hopefully be discovered by readers who need to find them.